Early morning, 6 a.m. How about the very first Slamvan road trip? We're going to be going from Colorado to New York today. Not, of course, in one day. And I'm going to pick up a couple of my sisters along the way. Going to go see family. And while we have a little bit of time here. And we'll be pulling out here shortly. And hopefully today will be a nice, easy adventure. Oh, God, that makes a lot of noise. But you know what? Things you do for fresh coffee. Ned's Clean Beans. My other little side hustle. NedsCleanBeans.com, baby. Alright. If you've never used the Chemex before, of course, most people that use a Chemex have the regular old pour over, where you just basically have this right here and you just pour your hot coffee over it. But they also make this really lovely machine here that does everything for you. So you just put your water in, put your coffee in, hit go, and it is going to do the entire process for you. It's a really great machine. It's expensive. However, if you live and die with coffee every morning, it's a really nice way to go to get pour over and without having to babysit it. Look at this, see? So instead of doing the pour over process yourself, this machine will take care of all of that for you. I love this thing. In just a few minutes it'll be done, and it will be ready to go. Looks like we're all done here. Always remember to turn this thing off. It will keep the coffee warm. However, as far as I've seen, there's no automatic turn off switch, so make sure you turn this sucker off. And here we go. Look at that lovely, I don't know if we can see that, lovely, luscious, I'll try to put it under the light here, coffee. And all you do is take out the filter and off you go, and you have lovely coffee. Just gonna throw that away and we will be good to go. Off you go into the garbage. There we go. Hello, goodness, in the morning. And I probably should have brewed some more. I wasn't too bright because I'll be on the road for a good 9 hours today, but actually this should get me going pretty good. Okay, we are just about out of here, just pulling out of the house, all locked up, and hopefully we haven't forgotten anything. and we are going to be on our way. Last couple things, putting them in the van, and I think we got about everything, and off we go. Kansas City, here we come. Okay, off we go. First adventure for the new channel, Slamvan. Just pulling out of the driveway and hoping for a safe trip to Kansas City. Got my coffee, and we're ready to go. One thing I gotta do though is, if we're gonna get out of the house, is open up the gate. Pretty crazy clouds out there this morning, very low on the eastern plains of Colorado. It's pretty much just rolling hills and flatness and not much else to the Kansas border. But these drives are kind of nice, actually. Going to college in Boulder and growing up in upstate New York, I think I had counted, I lost count, but at one point it was in the high 20s. That many times I've driven across the country, and actually quite enjoy it. Well, pit stop number 1 here in Colorado-Kansas border. Pretty interesting out here. Stop to get fuel and use the bathroom, even though I have one right here in the van. But interesting that not one soul is wearing a mask out here. So thought that was fairly interesting. We'll see what happens as things get going. We will see, you know, what it's like as we travel around the rest of the country. Well, time for stop number 2 in Waukene, Kansas. Wherever the heck that is. But I think we're doing pretty good on time. Stop and we'll get some more gas, a little bit of food, and we'll be on our way. Probably another, I don't know, who knows, maybe 4.5 hours to Topeka. From here, we're going to try to hook up with my buddy Dan and have a bite there before I get to my sister's house. So, yeah, here we are. Diesel 196 in Waukene, Kansas. Yeehaw, I'll take that. Talk to you soon. Well, if it's one thing Kansas got, lots of windmills. Yeah. Driving across Kansas. Kind of like, yeah. Yeah. Windmills. Cornfields. More windmills. And some more cornfields. So let me tell you something about Kansas. A little ways outside of Topeka, about 15 minutes. And in the last 3 miles, I've seen a half a dozen cops. And then pretty much all throughout Kansas, I've seen nothing but cops. Like, what the heck are they doing? And only a couple people pulled over, honestly, but one cop just went flying by me, but it's unbelievable. Like, what do they think? The Russians are coming or something? Like, I don't get it. Kansas, talk to me. What's going on here? Well, look who we found here in Topeka, Kansas. The one and only, 2 thumbs up, Mr. Dan Ray, fitness photographer extraordinaire. I'm on my way to my sister's house in Kansas City, and Dan lives in Topeka, just about an hour away. And so here we are. And Dan, what the heck has a guy like you been doing during this whole pandemic?
Hunkering down, wearing the mask, just staying away from people. We got to eat for the first time in 2 months.
I know, unbelievable.
Went to a restaurant, the Blind Tiger, here in Topeka. Good food, good beer.
And both of us felt so weird being in a place where there's actually been people without masks, and it's just been kind of crazy.
It almost seems like normal.
Yeah, it's very straight. It's very different everywhere I've gone across, in Colorado, and then sort of once I got to the edges of Colorado, everywhere I went, I didn't really see many people wearing masks, and it's very unusual. But forget about all that crap, the COVID stuff. What about what's going on with upcoming and shows, and how you dealing with the fact that the schedule changes and all those things? How's that affecting what you're doing?
Affecting it big time. Basically, everybody's still on lockdown. No shows until maybe the Chicago Pro's the first show this year. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Yeah, that might be the first show I go to.
Yeah.
I'm hoping anyway. And then after that, it's going to be nonstop. I'm hoping again. There should be tons of shows last part of the year. I know everything's been changing, so it's kind of, you can't really plan on anything right now. But hopefully next couple of weeks things will start to solidify and we'll have like a schedule.
Yeah, hopefully we're all praying that we don't get any real spikes and things start to go well, and states are opening up show that things aren't as bad as we some people think, and others. So anyway, what about as far as the future goes, about shooting and starting some new ventures, maybe a YouTube channel, maybe?
I don't know. I've been talking to a few people about a YouTube channel, so we'll see. I mean, it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
And maybe we can start doing that. Start kind of focusing in on the shows, my travels, the shoots, everything like that. Just kind of let people see kind of behind the scenes
what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, I think that you've got more access at these shows than a lot of people, and I think a lot of people will be very interested in all the people you come in contact with, all the shoots that you're doing, and to be able to see a lot of behind the scenes, because often people just see, they see the stage shots, or they might see a clip here or there, but a lot of times you get a really unique look at all the different aspects of these shows.
Well, it would be no Slamvan YouTube channel, but then what is?
Maybe the Dan Van. Maybe the Dan Van.
Yes.
Maybe the Dan.
I gotta buy a van.
You gotta buy a van, the Dan Van and the Slam Van. But now you're Dan Van in the Slam Van.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's getting confusing already.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
But let's just hope things keep improving. Let's hope everybody gets outside and
hope everybody's safe and
gets to socialize. After this social distancing, let's start.
Yeah, I haven't been around and this close to somebody in a while. It's kind of odd.
I didn't know there were people out. I was in my bunker.
Right.
So this is all a new experience. Well, let's hope it keeps going that direction, and that we can all bring it back to normal and start going to shows, start shooting people.
Yeah.
With a camera.
With a camera. And, yeah, exactly.
I don't want to talk about my side job.
That's right. That's right.
But yeah, let's hope things keep improving and keep getting better and better.
Definitely. Well, it was really good to just on my way be able to catch up.
Oh my God, it was nice seeing another person.
Interacting with another human being.
That's the scary part, is that you don't see people. You don't even know if they're out there and stuff.
I know.
But no, this is great. Hopefully you have a good trip. You've got a fucking long ass drive ahead of you, so I'm glad I'm not
all the way to New York. All the way to New York to see family while I can, and it's important at this stage to see my elderly parents, and then we'll be driving right back across the country next week, and so we're
hopefully we might see you next week then. Who knows?
Yeah, my way back, right? On my way back.
We're right in the middle of the country right now.
We are in the middle.
People don't know where Kansas is.
Where's Topeka, Dan? Tell people what is the best thing about Topeka, Kansas?
Besides the Blind Tiger Brewery, which is where we just ate.
Yes.
They supposedly have a world-famous Topeka Zoo. I think we have a lion, but I'm not sure what else is there.
Have you seen The Lion King? There's 6,000 captive lions in the United States.
Not in Topeka.
More than in the wild.
We are not the Tiger King here. No, we don't have a lot going on here. But it's the middle to everywhere. So if you fly over the United States from New York to California, when you're halfway, look down, and that's where I'm at.
That's right. You say hello to Dan. Well, usually you're traveling anyway, so
yeah.
In a normal year, you're not here very often anyway.
No, not at all. I mean, usually like 30, 40 times a a year traveling somewhere.
Do you fly out of Topeka or do you fly out of Kansas City?
Kansas City.
Okay.
There's an airport here, but it's more of a military airport, so there's not a lot of.
So it's only like an hour to that airport.
Yeah, it's not that
too
far.
bad. Too bad.
But yeah, it's nice though. I mean, everything's cheap here, and you're halfway to anywhere, so it's not that bad.
Hey, it's all right. So especially as much as you travel, it's not like you're. And he said, and normally you're here a few days at a time, and you're on the road. So
yeah, so it is what it is. But it was good catching up with everyone out in YouTube world.
In YouTube world, and
hopefully
you know what?
I'll be more of a participant.
Right, we're gonna get. I've been beating up Dan to get a YouTube channel because I think he would do very, very well. And
I don't
again,
know about that,
you know, I
nobody's gonna follow me.
They're gonna follow you. Shut up. They're gonna follow you.
I'll do drinking challenges when my friend Derek's around occasionally.
Right. You know, people want to see that too. People want to see that too. But,
oh my God, Derek on YouTube.
Yeah, absolutely. So once Dan gets his channel up, I'm going to force him into it. We'll make sure you like and subscribe to his channel, and as well with mine. You know, if you see this video, hopefully you hit like and subscribe. And I'm going to continue my journey to Kansas City tonight, and off we go. And
thumbs up to the Slam Van.
Thumbs up to the Slam Van. Peace.
That was good.
Well, back on the road. Nice to see Dan Ray. It's part of what the Slam Van's all about. We're going to make our travels and see people along the way, and we'll have a lot more adventures and a lot more exciting stuff as well. But always good to see friends when you get a chance, and yeah, it's nice. So pretty soon I'll be at my sister's house and spend the night, and on to Indianapolis tomorrow. Well, we're just about at my sister's house. We'll be there in just a couple minutes in Lenexa, Kansas. Kind of a nice area, actually. People got a lot of space here. Glad I got here before dark. I've been to this house about 3-4 times before. That's just nice to be able to do it in the light, because the old Slam Van is not going to fit underneath her. They have a covered bridge going into their neighborhood, and so I have to avoid the covered bridge, because the covered bridge is 9 feet 4 inches, and we ain't gonna fit at 9 feet 4 inches. So she told me to take a right instead of the covered bridge. So whatever that means, I think, let's see what that means. Yep, I see the covered bridge, so that ain't gonna work. So she said take a right, and we are gonna take a right so that we don't decapitate ourselves. That would not be a good thing, not at all. So yeah, alternate route around the neighborhood. I don't think I've ever been around this route of the neighborhood. It's actually a really nice neighborhood. It really is. Let's see if we can't figure it out here. Okay. Tree branch is a little bit low, hitting the top of the van. I don't love that. Good way to scratch things, and I don't really feel like doing that, you know? So, alright, we avoid that. Yeah, it's like full on nice warm weather here. Let's see, I guess I gotta take a left here. If there's any stop signs. Try to make it here. Almost there. Okay, I think I gotta go left. Yeah, this is a really nice neighborhood. And then almost there. Gotta take another right here in a second. Let's see, take a right here. I think we're about there. Almost. Yep, almost there. Yeah, it's a very nice neighborhood, actually.
Not every house is the same, which is kind of nice. A lot of these neighborhoods, you go into suburbia and all the houses are the same. These are all very different, actually. It's nice to see. Okay, a couple more places and we're there. There's a nice pond here. Oh, looks like somebody's fishing. Yeah, somebody's fishing. Not catching anything, but yeah, the pond is backs up to my sister's backyard. It's really nice. More turn and we're there, which is really nice. Okay, here we are. People walking their doggies. And we're now on her street. I think it is the next house. Yep, here we are. This is it. I think. Let's see. 8509. Here we are. So anyway, made it to my sister's house. Gonna back in and call it a night.